welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do this little video of a one-on-one of how I shoot my videos and content in general. I know that a lot of you guys are either already creating content or want to get into content creation either for yourselves personally or for work or whatever it is. There's a lot of tutorials out there of people that are really like strong technically. For me, I am so big on simplifying the process because being creative and creating content is hard as it is. So I really try to minimize the amount of steps and things I have to think about when it comes to equipment. Oh my God, I'm gonna sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Like a warrior. I'm gonna cover what I use for vlogging, I'm gonna cover what I use for photos, and I'm gonna cover what I use for Instagram content, just like short videos or like my change room videos, just to give you a better idea of how all of this works. So I know you guys know that I do have people that help me with editing to make sure that I have more time to create content and to also raise 3 children and be with my husband. But when I started YouTube, I was kind of doing everything myself, and I learned how to edit and how to upload and do all of these things honestly through YouTube or platforms like Skillshare that teaches you kind of different tricks and hacks. So I've done everything myself for about like the first, let's say maybe year or so, and then we got Emma to help with filming and editing. I still do most of the filming because I shoot at home and vlogging obviously, so still kind of do my thing, and I'm gonna show you what I use for that thing, my thing, the thing. Great. So for vlogging, what I use is this camera. This has been my absolute favorite, and I'm sure you guys seen this camera before. It's a really popular among vloggers and YouTubers. This is the Canon G7X, and the reason why I think a lot of people like it is the fact that, first of all, it's small. The quality of the footage is amazing. Don't mind this, because this is a really dirty mirror. Oh my God, it's so dirty. I'm so embarrassed. Okay. And the fact that it has this flip screen is really awesome. I think the challenge sometimes is when you film yourself. I always have it up because I want to make sure everything is focused, but the struggle here is to make sure that you look at the lens and not in here. So I'm still kind of learning that, and you've seen some of my videos where I'm looking at the screen. It's kind of a habit already, trying to break it. Otherwise, the microphone is pretty good here, so I don't use any external things. I also use just like an Amazon tripod situation. I'll show you. This is the aggressive version of the tripod that I use, but it's usually actually shorter, but I think I left it at the office. It's about this size and it's much skinnier. So when I vlog, I'll put it here and then I'll just use this obviously to control where the camera is going. This is what I use for videos. Although there has been a few situations, like when I went on a trip, on a press trip to France, south of France, I decided to forget my camera at home. This is the whole purpose of why I'm going. So it was a little stressful, but at this point, being 2 years on YouTube, I have quite a lot of videos that I shot on my iPhone. So if you don't necessarily want to, you know, invest in like a camera like this, you can definitely make it work with an iPhone. The only thing you want to make sure is that you have the proper setting on for good video quality. So you go on settings and you go to camera, and the only thing you want to really make sure is on the record video you are on 4K, and the resolution will be so close to what this camera is doing. So I can't tell you how many times I've used the iPhone for even like when I vlog during the week and I'm just with my kids and there's like a moment that I want to capture. I just go on my iPhone and I just shoot. The only thing that you want to make sure is that when you do shoot vlogs or videos that you will use in a like video format, you obviously want to use your iPhone like this. We use microphones usually when, you know, it's an event or I'm sitting on a panel and speaking. In that situation, we either use those little clip-in mics. They're all at the office, so I don't have one to show you, but this is the image of it. This is a really cool, easy to use wireless mic that you can attach to yourself and control it with an app. Or we also actually went back to kind of using the one with the wires, just because there's been some situation where like I was wearing silk or like a dress and it's really hard to pin that black microphone on. But overall, it's been a really good product that we've used and we liked. So in case you guys are looking for a solution for sound, otherwise the sound is really good on this camera and it's pretty decent on the iPhone. Then we do pictures. So pictures I take either with the Canon or with my iPhone, and there's really nothing that I do for pictures. I don't like to edit them too much. For me, the only thing that I care about is the brightness and the color. So I will make sure that I'm standing, you know, at a right spot for lighting. And if you guys want to learn more about how to take a good picture, we did a video about that. Also for photos, I got to partner up with Google Pixel and I got to work with the phone, the Google Pixel 3a XL, and I really like the photo quality. So I actually will carry that with me for photos sometimes and use it. For the settings on my camera, I literally just put it in like a video setting and that's really it. And autofocus, because you know, for me, especially when I vlog, I want to pull the camera out and just start vlogging right away. Pretty good with the autofocus. Sometimes you have to press on the screen, but otherwise it's pretty strong. This camera is really good with lighting because you can really choose the brightness even while shooting and adjust it to what you want. And then let me show you just a couple of the things that I use when it comes to like tripods and things like that. So when I shoot a video, I make sure that I have a tripod with me, and I've been using this tripod since I started. Then I do recommend to always have a few chargers, especially if you're vlogging, a few battery chargers for the camera. Buy the biggest memory cards and have a couple of them in hand. And also something that I'm really big in is portable chargers, but that's honestly today everyone, because we're all sitting on the phone 24/7. But especially when you create content and I travel, the next one that I think I probably use the most when it comes to creating content. So with my change room videos, I actually use my iPhone, and then I just bought like an iPhone holder for here that I screw on, and this goes on the mirror in the dressing room, and that's it. And voila, you have your mount. And you obviously, if you want to vlog or while changing, well, not changing, like not when you're naked, but if you want to create the change room videos with the camera, you can just again do the same thing, take out the iPhone holder and just put the camera on this. This is really strong and really sturdy, so it does a great job. And this has been probably the most used thing equipment wise for me, aside from my camera. Also, whenever I shoot any YouTube videos in my bathroom or do any like IG stories, anything like that, I do the same thing. I take that mount and mount it on the mirror and then just place either my camera or my iPhone on it. Other thing that I do, which I guess everyone does because you don't have a choice, is if let's say the tripod is too big or too small or too short or too long, I'll just use different areas to just kind of place my phone or my camera and use it as a tripod. This is just a 101 how to create content without having a nervous breakdown. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell, and I will see you next time. Hi beauties, thank you so much for watching my video about how to shoot a video without having a mental breakdown. If you want to check out how to take the perfect IG photo, you can click here.